I had a wee think about it before I came on, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the 5-2-2-1 that I've not used for a while, and use it on the development squad. Primarily just to shore it up a bit at the back, to be honest with you, if I'm going to be using this type of squad. So we'll see how it goes. This is just going to be a quick match, I think, initially. My plan is to take Diego Rojas online at some point. My other plan is, and it's a bit more of a lofty ambition, is to see if I can get Diego Rojas up to level 30. Because if I can do that, I'll be well happy, because then we're just on that over leveling run, which can be quite fun. Having had a look at things, a wee bit of PES DBing. Diego Rojas, I believe, only goes up to 80 or 81 as an attacking midfielder, it has to be said. At the moment he's getting a 2-point gain when he goes on to support striker, 1 when he goes into left midfield, and I think he gets 2 at centre midfield, if not 1. So what PES DB is saying, yes, certainly you would have a perfectly able support striker, well, a perfectly able attacking midfielder at 80 or 81, but if that 2-point increase carries over, you're looking at an 83 support striker from Rojas, which is quite awesome. Elsewhere, Romulo, I think he comes in at about 80, 81 fully levelled up. Now, looking at that, going up from there, if that keeps going, just increases, even just, you know, you don't see any change in the speed, that just increases. That'll still be one tidy centre midfielder. I got this guy last night, just after I finished the stream. So Inderam of Monaco, who, well, there you can see, quite the versatile player. He can play, well, let's show you this. How's that for a handy wee increase boost? So he's a 5 registered right midfielder, 65. Stick him in there, you get a 4-point gain. So he's some way away, I think, from ever playing centre defence for me. I don't know, that could change. He's not the most attack-minded of right midfielders, because as you can see, he's an anchor man. But I'm just wondering if him having that kind of physicality, presence, defensive chops, as I like to say, on that flank, but then allowing Rojas to operate on the left midfield in a more creative element, more creative role, would be quite nice to see. Going for a back 5, as you can see now. It's still going to use defensive fullbacks, which might seem crazy, but what I might use is false wingers. So these two come in, and these two naturally would overlap, Fosu Mensah and De Chilio. Not hugely so, because they are defensive fullbacks by nature, but that's certainly how it can work. Figure shoring it up at the back's the best way to go. I'm not overloading with too many of the development bronze players here, as you can see. Although in saying that, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, I'm counting Fosu Mensah. I probably shouldn't. He's over levelled now, as is Nedelku. So we're looking at 1, 2, and 3 in Rojas, because Galabinov is also over levelled. So this could be interesting. The plan here is, like I say, a couple of wee objectives I want. Another objective I'd like is just to be able to rack up 10,000 GP, have another spin on the Legend Agent. I'm not going to get Matthias, I'm pretty much set on that. I got both the AC Milan Legends, so I just don't see how the odds would fall in my favour of getting Matthias. That's just the way that's my general outlook on it. So looking at this, Team Spirit 82, I've got a few of these tactical training left, but I don't want to spend them all just in case I get, just in case this formation switch isn't desirable in the end. I've got a wee bit of work to do with the bench here. I think it's going to have to be Paulinho that gets a wee nod, and Higuain. See, that's 2 slots wasted in what would be a forward role. Not really what I want. It's all about loading with midfielders, really. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring on another creative-minded, not creative, but certainly more pacier, incisive sort of winger, or wide midfielder. So that would bring me to consider Felipe Anderson. Also, signing update, had a spin, got Carrasco. Carrasco plays 84 in either flank, so maybe he would be worth bringing in. In fact, I think he might be. Still to get a good run out with him anyway. Centre back cover. De Rossi can also play defensive midfielder. Boylisson, as you can see, he can operate pretty much right down that left hand side. However, can also come into centre defence. And right now, at his level and stage, he's only going to give me 68 at right back, but it's one of those things. And it's good to have Hasebe back in the equation here. Thought I'd renew his contract. He's just a good utility player, good utility man, so I figure that would be the best way to go. And of course, one of my personal favourites in Ignacio can come in and switch up as a centre midfielder, which Romuald will be, and he can play either flank as well. So we will maybe look to give this squad a little run out. Let's talk over a few things as well. So yeah, with regards to stuff for the front page of WANB, I'm working on things. It's just one of those periods just now, I think maybe where it's best just for me just to be playing the game and finding out things that I like and adore and also greatly dislike about the gameplay. I feel that stuff with regards to offline away from my club is well documented and has been fed back, and I certainly continue to do so in anything that I put up in the way of editorials and the like on the front page of WNB. I think it's important just to get that message out, because I personally do want to be playing Master League again. It kind of went through my head a little bit over the weekend there, and just once I landed that Diego Rojas guy, I thought, well, at least I've got something, a wee story, I almost become a legend type, Master League type story that I can have within my club. The only thing that kind of hinders that a little bit is there's just a dearth of offline options within my club as well, unfortunately. They need to do something. I mean, see the versus Com Challenge Cup, the weekly ones. Yeah, have the weekly ones that will give you a couple of spins. I mean, the way it's looking just now is what, you get 2 players a week maybe from these Challenge Cups, because you get the online and the offline variety. I think there should be things like Cloud Leagues, there should be things like wee competitions, just a wee knockout. It'll pull 32 teams for the Cloud, and you play in a championship, and it's just a test for you. Maybe the skill level goes up from regular and goes all the way through up to, I'd say, no higher than Superstar, because Legend's a joke. Having a cup competition where the final would be against Legend would just be horrible, because you'd play all your way up, get smacked off a Legend, and your ass would be bust right down. But I think they need to do more for people who are not whales. Now, whales are basically those who will probably spend a fortune on coins in this game. And that is just the way, that's how they're referred to. It's not a Konami thing, it's just how they're referred to in a lot of these games publishers. Whales are people who spend thousands pretty much on these games. You get that with your Star Wars Battlefronts, your Battlefields, definitely your FIFAs, all these other games. You know what I mean? They do get hefty income from folk who are willing to spend a shit ton of money to get players. Ultimately, morally, we can have our question. We could have our discussions there, but it does cater for that. I don't think it should be driving people down that way though, and I just feel that more should be done with the offline space within my club, just so that if people want to come in and play this mode, there's plenty of stuff for them to do, I don't know what the concern is, as if it's too easy to get GP, hoard GP, or do too much to do means to say you could develop super teams, you know, even with bronze players and stuff. But do you know what? I think I'd sooner have that than be playing against what would tend to be black ball and gold ball teams. Although, to be honest with you guys, I see a decent variety. If you stay in that 3-star skill level that I've got there, 3-star team strength, and take that online, you're going to tend to be matched up against, if not like-minded players, people who are picking squads who are at that kind of 3-star level. But you will also, the chances of you coming up against someone with a similar mindset to play increases, I find, as well. Some great simulation type matches can be had with that 3-star team strength. Proper, you know, real tactical battles. When you go into the 4s and certainly into the 5s, it's superstar soccer time. And to be honest with you, finding matches on this 3-star team strength is quite easy. I think that, you know, you'll get a lot of your players, a lot of your hardcore players of my club. I think it gets misunderstood. Yes, hardcore players of my club can be spenders of money. Other hardcore players of my club can be those who are just all about trying to find white ball, bronze ball players and get cheap teams that they can operate and just their skill set along with it, allowing them to function perfectly. And that's where they'll maybe hoard GP, and that's maybe where they can go around, you know, when it comes to a legend agent, clearing an agent and all sorts. So that, you know, there are different ways that this mode is played. Just to address, I suppose, another thing, just having a wee browse through forums and stuff. Oh dear, you know, it's the contrast and just vibe that I get between two different communities that I frequent, two different threads, I suppose you could frequent across two different communities, is vast. And the thing is, what I'll say is, in one of them, it's all pretty easy going and people just having a fun with the game, knowing its issues, but just going, you know what, this is actually quite good fun, this game. And then you get those in another community who think they are fucking sim masters, you know, when they're not. They've just got their own ideal as to what a simulation can be. Now, that's fine, and I think there's a lot of good ideas that come from that kind of discussion, but there's a lot of cynicism. There's certainly a lot of talking down to certain types of player. That would include myself, which I find mind-boggling. Obviously, you get the accusations of, you know nothing about football, from some clown by the name of Vital, for example, who seems to be a wee cult figure around certain parts, but just an absolute twerp, to be honest with you, from that. I would certainly throw a few other names in there with him, to be honest with you. There are others who are just very embittered, you know, just real objections to people coming in and having a different point of view. And that's not me painting myself as some saint, but certainly just there is a bit of bellendery, shall we say, that goes on in one community, but then that contrasts with, certainly, I think Daniel put it best in that thread, a thread that is just consists of adults playing the game, not entitled children. Entitled children who think they know it all, and the fact is they don't. However, they are players, or they want to be players of the game, so it's all about trying to strike a balance. I certainly think there's some good ideas that can come from that, but yeah, just thought I'd quickly touch on that. Doing a lot of M in here. It is a little bit off the cuff, this. But yes, back to the fun element. We're going to see if we can get Rojas levelled up today. I might end this particular stream, just as it's just a wee introductory thing maybe about the day, but I just thought I'd give you a wee update and stuff, just pass comment generally. I was actually watching another guy's stream last night, Shaw. It was actually quite good watching his stream. He plays at a slightly higher rank than me online, so it's good to see how he plays using a different camera, and also it's just good to hear his thoughts on the game. And again, he's one of these guys, he's a grown man, knows his football, just like me, and it's about sitting and just enjoying what is there. But oh boy, do we both have our issues, and I certainly know somebody like Shaw does, without shadow of a doubt. Something we maybe I'd look to kind of elaborate on just some of the stuff he'd brought up there in his previous stream. But we will quickly end this one, and I'm going to be back in about 10 minutes then. Oh, I can use a familiarity boost on this manager. That's quite good. So, quite keen to do that just now. Familiarity boost, I'll get tons of them. That'll do nicely. We'll get this team boosted up yet. So, that takes up to 86 team spirit. So it's all about just playing the matches now with this mob. In fact, what I'll do just now, folks, is I'm just going to disconnect the mic. I'm going to be away for about 5 minutes, 10 minutes tops. I'm going to come back and I'm going to get an egg match. Alright? All right. So far as advanced instruction goes, I'm just going to use false winger and wing back. Yeah, why not, eh? So this is going to be all about developing this 5-2-2-1 with a development squad. It'll be interesting to see what kind of test professional serves up here.
The warmest of welcomes to
with the team spirit being in the 80s.
Of the pre-game formalities.
Although it is above that little 85 mark, which normally gives you a wee bit of a chance.
Thanks, Peter. Hello,
certainly online.
Ready to see what unfolds in
I'm
this
hoping
one
it
now.
won't be too much of an issue for offline.
We have already started here.
Again,
Where
see him
to from
sitting
here?
back.
And it's Bergstaller. De Rossi goes looking.
Tuck it in. And then you can see there Fosu Mensah was making a slightly more advanced movement up than what he would in the 4-4-2.
Good challenge, stood up well against his man. He is not one readily to admit defeat.
There
Don't be
he
surprised
goes.
if he tries that again.
He'll get the strength to get by him. So it'll be interesting to see how Diego Rojas copes in a left midfield role where he's going to be a little bit more demanded of him.
And it's Bergstaller. He's making good use of his strength there. Just
There's
refuses
Nedelku.
to be out-muscled.
Oh, well played, Nedelku. Trying that lie off there.
That's top defending and preventing him turning, which can
bringing
open up
Rojas
many
into it.
possibilities.
The issue here will be this ball that he looks
Looks
to
like a
ping.
good ball through. Keeper's ball.
Marked it unwell there. And Durham getting in strong. Not reload.
Can he put it away?
He's not got a
Wasn't easy.
thunderbolt of a shot as
dug in his defence then. A
Diego Rojas,
magnificent
but
effort.
a little bit quiet so far.
Stasic.
So I used this formation for so long as well.
Back.
Just try to get back into the groove of
Ball's
it.
come loose and the chase is on. Looks to slip it through.
And offside.
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
I thought he might just get the benefit of any doubt then.
So I've got De Rossi playing in that central defensive role, in the heart of the
Tries
three.
a through ball.
Can work. Of course, the thing is, if I shift to
sweet feet
4-4-2,
from him
we can maybe move, or I think I've got a formation. Oh,
Cut out in the nick of time.
rather speculative. So there is going to be a lot of trying to get used to positioning again, but I've noticed already a couple of players bunching together. I might have
Third
to
of the
spread
match
some
or
things out.
thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal.
Play Grognon. Come in here, it's DeCilio. And Durham. Again tucking in. Fosu Mensah further up the field. And it's Fosu Mensah who can hit them. So that's a little bit of a weapon there. Nice.
Brushed off the ball there. Binteland. And it's Bergstaller.
You can actually change this so that you're
Good
using
run.
two centre
Ultimately
midfielders
thwarted by
instead
an
of
astute piece of defending.
defensive
Crowd
midfielders.
appreciates good
I mean, I
football
have
all
changed
round there.
Romeo to centre
Ah,
midfield.
Peter, he
You
went
can
down
also.
the glory trail and he ended up in a cul-de-sac.
Oh,
It's a
is
loose
he going to
ball.
recover? He does.
That's sprayed out
I
wide.
have to play a wee bit slow here. Into feet though. He
Now
going
it's
here.
Higuain. Has a swing at
And
it.
there we go.
He's scored.
And that's what he's all about. Higuain, first touch and unleash. Bang! 1-0. So he was able to play into feet there because he sat deep. And that's what this man does. He just finishes. What you notice also with players with high attacking prowess is just their ability maybe to kind of, it helps their ability to kind of hold off some challenges, I think, and certainly
Deadlock
produce different
broken.
types of
It's
finishes.
1-0.
You know,
Look, he's the
conjure
one everyone
a
expects
shot
to
out
put
of
the ball
nothing,
in the net. That's what he's
and you
paid
get
to
that
do.
certainly with Gonzalo. You see it absolutely with Lewandowski.
Either side really getting hold of the ball. Bentaleb.
Ridiculously skillful centre forward in this.
He's in.
And not an out and
Now
out target
the
man, but there we
pass.
go, there's the
shot's on.
equaliser. Sleeping
And
again,
he
Mr.
goes.
Kirby. Actually, Spannberg-Staller just got rid.
Outwitted one-on-one. Once more, he gets the better of the keeper.
I feel like
He
my
always had the
striking
measure of
options,
the
bar
keeper,
me
and there was
landing
very little doubt as to how this
some
was going to end up.
cult hero PES player or just a black ball marvel who I could just have in my squad to collect, as it were.
Oh, I think the coach
I'm
will
really quite
be
satisfied
annoyed
with
that. The players were still
my
thinking
striking
about their
options
goal
just now.
and just got caught napping.
Form plays a part.
Deschilio.
Around there.
And it's Deschilio. Lovely feet.
Oh dear.
Forward it goes. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example.
Well, you could see he was
A little
eager
bit
to get a shot
pedestrian
away,
so
but there
far,
was
just
too
as I
much
try
flesh and bone
get
in his
the
path.
Formation down.
Played in by Deschilio. Plays it back. He hits it.
And
And
the
he's there
Delco
to
from
make a
range.
great save.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal
Well,
with.
very much a training match vibe to this so far.
It's whistle for half-time.
On each at half
Genuinely
time.
interesting game here. Very, very watchable. 2 goals, 1 each. So they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. The action
Come
has
off wing
already
batsman,
resumed
eh?
here.
See how that transformation. But there we go. See, there's Rojas sitting in the pocket here.
Goretzka
Losing the
battles to
ball
win it back.
very cheaply.
Santo. Now it's Goretzka.
Team spirits just feels a little bit of this having an impact on things here. Well played. Rojas to
On the right now. What's on?
Inderam. Also Mensah now.
Great run on the overlap here. Is it in?
He is
He
worth
just
a shot.
whacks it away. Oh, great
The
shake
Delco.
to shoot.
Wonderful goal.
He scored.
Excellent little team goal through the middle.
And they're back
And it's
in
good to
front.
get one of those bronze ballers on the score sheet. Big Nedelku, big knockout Ned.
However they tried to stand in his way, he just was not to be denied.
Oh, this fella's as slippery as an eel the way he freed himself to score. I mean, for that defence, it was a case of
Nice
how
little
you've
layoff
got it,
from
how you
Inderam.
don't. Brilliant.
Good move. Got to be happy. And I believe it was indeed... No. Layoff from... Tee up from Higuain. Nedelka with the finish. Rojas involved. As well as the other new signing. Inderam, and there's a... You see the static flag there.
Ronaldo. Goretzka. Santo.
Inderam. Certainly not the most balanced of players at the moment in Durham.
This defence is wary about opposition pace.
So they're just not getting too tight.
Yeah, they know that if they step up, their keeper could get a whole lot busier.
Moves it over to the other flank. Talk about singling someone out.
Yeah, and they finally reacted, but they could have been more switched on before he scored.
I think there's certainly things they need to look at. I've got no problem with the off the ball running being mapped as it is. I don't know. I just feel they could just do the tightening it up, making it a bit more precise. And there's the Shiro doing that overlap. I'm liking the overlap I'm getting from the fullbacks, so that has to be said. Sitting around. Delku again. So even although playing as a defensive midfielder, Nedelku coming in, joining the attack.
And it's Bergstaller.
And winning the ball again. And it's Higuain.
Could move up a gear here.
He'll wait for Rojas. He will look to pick out Romulo, who will in turn pick out Inderam. Who will have a shot, and what a goal, people. What a goal.
A two-goal lead, and
Inderam.
in control.
Recent acquisition.
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think.
And a big future for this guy, I think.
The keeper could have really
It may not be in right midfield.
In that instance.
But certainly cutting in. Romulo with a late run there, lovely headed layoff. Picks out Inderam, and the keeper's fluffed it, hasn't he? He really has. And there's Rojas again, lovely pick. Lay off there by Romulo. And Inderam with his first goal.
Schalke look as though they're about to make a change.
It would have been amazing if Inderam also had some ability
Listen, it's up to them now
at right back.
Think about it
Him,
because
Fosu
for me it's
Mensah,
crying out for them to force the issue.
Kimpembe, and you know, either of from like De Chilio, like that'd be an awesome defence, I think.
And it's Bergstaller. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Schalke get it back again.
It is a formation that allows for crowding as well.
Well, what can I say?
I was noticing with the 4-4-2 though, I was under, you know, just that little pocket there in the middle, in front of that front three. I was allowed to be played right up, you know, up to and through, even with defensive and the like. Certainly with this development squad, they just don't have the skill sets and stuff maybe to apply it. To play to the construction that I like in the 4-4-2.
Clearance now, can they make something of it?
No hassle, nick in there.
Looked inevitable. The defense
And this guy is such a good dribbler, he says as he runs it out, but he is folks.
Konoplyanka.
I'm totally see it was that post. It was a post in PES fan in the white ball gems thread, and just somebody going, this guy's just, you know, he's just got this freaky dribbling.
Out to the wing.
You know, I can't explain it. He's not got anything special, no dribbling stats or anything, but he's just so good to control, and I have to now agree. And I think a lot of it's to do with his size as well. He's not strong on the ball, but he's skillful. He's just, he really is somebody worth getting, because I'm almost planning a feedback document to kind of say, listen, see the way this guy moves. He moved very realistically. Oh, and he nearly scores a cheeky goal here, people. While we're talking about him. But it does, he has this real... It's as if he's playing in a different dimension from every other player in the game. If more players are moved like him, I'm not talking about dribbling, just move, just the sensation and weight and movement and execution, the game would be fantastic. Strange though, do you know what I mean? And that's why I think they should do more with campaigns that involve level 50 white and bronze ball agents, stuff like that. Get people using some of these other types of players and just changing the way the game can play.
And through to the goalkeeper.
Because the fact is, individuality is in this game. It absolutely is. I don't think there's no doubt in that. So no subs getting made here.
It's a fabulous position. It's a brilliant interception.
Cheeky goal. So 3-1, comfortable against professional difficulty. Nedelku and Indoram getting on the score sheet from the bronze ballers. I really did like Indoram's goal. Keeper flapped at it, that was rubbish. But
the story was told in predictable fashion.
They just seem a stronger proposition in this 5-2-2-1. Although I appreciate I was just playing professional there. It's a nice easy GP haul though. So Rojas getting a wee shot off Fosu Mensah. Now Fosu Mensah is really good at this. That kind of reminds me very much of that France 98 Thuram at right back. Was it right back, left back? Right back he was playing. Just cutting in and having a whack. Fosu Mensah seems to have that in him. Well, we know what the great Gonzalo's all about and we see it there. And De Chilio just with a boom, just a quick ball in there, turn and shot by Higuain, because that's what he does. And I believe that's something like 4 in 4 games for Higuain. Their equaliser. Actually, a nice wee touch there from Burgstaller before he laid it off, and it's a nice tuck away in it. You've got to give them that. I'm susceptible to that kind of play through the middle. And moving on to the second half here in the Nedelku. That's a lovely worked goal actually. And knockout Ned back on the score sheet. And oh boy, are we going to see some explosive finishes by this guy, I reckon, over time. That's his right foot, he's just not going to miss from that range. Whether he forces a save at the keeper's another thing. And then this goal, look at that ball by Diego Rojas, Romulo. And that is development link-up play at its absolute finest. I really, really do like that goal. I mean, the finish, the keeper was a bit weird. And I would have liked to have finished it, found the corner, but just so far as the build-up play goes, that's what I want from a 5-2-2-1. Just a little bit more going through the middle. The false wingers, I think, did help. With wing-back, it was peculiar. I noticed that I'd seen, certainly in that match, Rojas and Thuram is very, very pronounced. They were tucking in, and I was seeing a wee bit of overlap, certainly from Fosu Mensah. I'll have that, because if I lose the ball, it's three centre backs in, up to them. I've got a little bit decent support, I think, in the middle in the form of Romulo and Nedelku. So this is the way I'm going to go forward, I think, folks. I did have my 4-4-2 set as the offensive alternate there. Maybe we will have to be seeing if we need to use that at any point. I've not done that for a while. I actually kind of changed it up, so we'll see how it goes. Comfortable though, and I've got to be happy with the performance of the development boys there. And Thuram gets a nice wee level up. Always good to see. Oh, De Chilio's nearly at level 40, that's good. Antonio Carlos on his way to going up to 21. Maybe going to see a boost from Hernandez over time. Fosu Mensah pushing 55, level 55. I've got to be kind of generally happy with that performance. I just think Inderam's going to be incredible for me. I've not even looked in PES DB just to get a wee sneak peek as to what he's going to be all about. I wonder if I should do that now. Kevin Inderam. They've not got his hair right, not got his appearance at all. A slight bugbear that, you know. You know, just sometimes a lack of real faces. That is what maybe puts people off. Might sound odd, but I think people genuinely. I know players. You know, I go into some other communities and people will say, "Oh no, I don't." You know, I'd get rid of anyone who's not got a real face. I mean, it's fair enough, but it'd just be great if they did have more real faces in the game. So, PES DB, Kevin Inderam, level 30, overall rating 72. He goes up to 73 by 32, is that? Yep. By level 40, he's 75. And that's achievable enough. He only goes up to 81 as a right midfielder. But like I say, if that 4-point gain continues on the, which it might not actually, but if that 4-point gain continues on in playing centre back, we're looking at an 85 centre back in the making. Let's have a look. Defensive prowess, we've got to 81. Kicking power, speed, explosive power, jump. And his player skills, it's weird. He's got an anchorman playing style for a right midfielder. Player skills, Scotch move, and man marking. Quite a unique little blend there. So we look at squad management here, and then I think I'm going to fire straight into this final, which should be a decent watch. I'm hoping. Scored a wee bit done in with the old stamina, but we just need to continue on, because I don't think my stamina recovery situation is great. Rojas will give stamina recovery to, and Inderam. So again, just a quick look over this before going into this top player matchup against Dortmund. Galabinov's off form, so it's a risk I'm willing to take. With regards to options for width, I have 2, and the other bonus here being that Ignacio can play centre midfield. Defensive midfield backup comes in the form of Hisebi, who can also play 80 at centre midfield, and 78 at right midfield and 81 at right back. So a decent wee option at right back also. Similar to Alan of Napoli in that regard. I've also got my team, but he's out of form this week. Boylisson again will come in. McKean will be the reserve. That'll do. That will do. We're just going to go and get set up. It's a little bit more chilled in nature, this stream, folks. What I'm thinking of doing is, what time will I play to? I'll get this match done, we'll wrap it up there. It's not really much about the Diego Rojas story at the moment. But certainly a formation change, and one in which Dieguito, as I've been informed, he's known as Armando is a nickname. I think it's because of the Diego thing. So this is all real life shit, man. So looking at this game coming up against Borussia Dortmund. That guy they've got, Dahoud, I like him. Awesome hair, has to be said. Strong hair game. In this match, advanced instructions will be, I'm going to try the same again. I'm going to try false winger and also oops, no, that's not what I want to do. Wing back on the lads. There is a certain attacking midfielder I'd like to give some attention to, and I'll get this changed up to centre midfielder and make Rossi captain, eh? So nothing, as you can see, I'm not making any real changes to positioning here. I might do that. Wait a minute, I'll even check the form. Right, so Galabino's out, well, down, and Higuain's disastrous, so that's freaking smart going by me. I think McKean will just have to come in for Antonio Carlos. Now, do I therefore do a little drop? I think I will. Drop. Maybe Romeo is going to have to put a little bit more in. And I was happy enough with Inderam and Rojas, to be honest with you. Rojas on the blue arrow. So, if needs must, we can switch it up to the 4-4-2 and have Rojas operate as support striker. So I'd be happy enough with that. And that would be also a very defensive minded 4-4-2 with De Shilio and Inderam on either side. I do note that Mr. Boylison's looking good, and I just wonder, for the sake of playing them into some warmth with the formation. So, Team Spirit 87, and we're going to go for it in a minute. So last night, after I finished up the stream, I had a wee run at this, and Dortmund beat me 1-0 in the last minute of extra time, and it was a decent match. Development lads again, so they're kind of getting all right at this top player, and it feels as though playing against Borussia Dortmund in this cup, Challenge Cup, feels more kind of similar to a top player, kind of somewhere between medium stronger. Like, they can be a wee bit fallible, but they're very, very good on the attack. I've had some great battles against Dortmund in this versus Com Challenge Cup, and again, it just brings me back to, I just wish there was more that we could do offline. But in we go. I'll play this match, I'll wrap up this stream, and then I might come back on. Maybe have a couple of games away from a stream, just see if I can take it up past 10,000, sort out some contract situations, and then hopefully be in a position that I can just play to a spin.
To you from within this sea of yellow. No need for me to tell you where we are. It is the one and only.
Very much operating on a tight budget though at the moment.
This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to
see if the commitment to this development drive does last. It's been fun.
Already started here. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
I would say the very classy Marco Reus. He's a player who continues to highlight a real strength and
shapes the shoots. Oh, terrible pass.
A bit of mix up there, but Makino looks to get it away. It's Inderam, who doesn't have that burst of pace yet in his blocker.
Dinks one in.
Good play to Rossi. Terrible.
Keeper's ball.
A little bit still to sort out there at the back. Galabinov should win his headers. If nothing else today, Galabinov just won his headers.
Just poorly executed. Castro. Lucas Piszczek.
Just coming through it. Feeding it in, might get 1-2 here maybe. Oh dear. Nedelku, very scrappy at the moment.
Schmelzer.
Hanging on a little bit here.
So what now?
Well, and Inderam. Let's
Good work
get
on
you
the right
moving,
flank. Now, what's
Galabinov.
next? Looks
He
like a
does
good
make his
ball
move.
through.
Can he get a turn on him? He can. He doesn't get a shot away though.
Tries
And that is a
through ball
brilliant
at the
pick by
heart.
Romulo. Oh!
Wasn't easy.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Diego Rojas. Stronger foot too, I think. It's failed to beat the keeper. And well might you be pleased, Bucky. So going for the dash here. I'm going to try another different variant here, and it's going to be our man Galabinov with a thunderous volley from the corner. Well,
That's wonderfully done.
off
Crisp
form,
hit.
on
True
form, it doesn't
finish.
matter.
And as the ball
6
came
yards
to him,
out,
he had to make a
time and
quick
space to
decision,
thump
and
it,
on
and
that
that's what this
occasion,
man will do
it
for
was
you.
spectacular.
Wonderful servant to the club, Galabinov. Whack. Thump. It's the kind of striker he is. And it's a lone forward up there with a guy with very little pace, very much the target man
Deadlock
today.
broken. It's 1-0.
Still a fragile lead, though. They can't afford to sit on this.
And he's not a stranger to playing that role. And Dunham wins it
Borussia
again.
Dortmund have opted to really stretch the game now.
Yeah, that's pretty evident.
Galabinov not
What's
quite
their
good at
thinking?
plays there.
It looks as if the opposition are happy to defend the width of the 18-yard box,
Out using
trying to
Galabinov
remove
wisely.
that compactness.
Not trying to play
Thought they needed
balls
to
like
be
that, I
better there. That's a
suppose.
wasted chance.
Getting it into his feet.
Yet another to add to football's endless list of could-haves and should-haves.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Weird moment there.
Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Boylison is going to play up to Rojas, who's
Forward
not going to
he
get there. He
goes.
does get there, and he plays in Galabinov, who's going to have a thump
Looking to
again.
shoot. And he's there to
Oh!
make a great save.
Left
Well,
foot
what
this
can I
time
say?
from Galabinov.
Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
Oh, he really wanted that.
Yeah, and you can hear how
Not
the
his
crowd
stronger
are
foot, but he
reacting to
can
this
hit him
too.
with his left okay.
That's sprayed out wide.
Boylison
Well read, he's
is actually
sorted
putting in
that
a
out.
decent performance here, folks. There's Underarm trying to pick out Big Gala again.
And that's been one straight back.
And that's a good pick by Underarm. Will Galabinov get there? I'm having fun playing with what is a limited squad.
So they got the only goal to make it 1-0. Schürrle, and he's onside.
Sure,
Played into the
looking
middle,
very
and
comfortable
he's
in
cut
this
it
game.
out.
Very wary. Delcu onto Rojas. And Rojas just overruns, recovers though.
It's a bit too casual in possession.
Boylison just holding
Boylison.
back there.
Looks to slip it through.
That'll be the Delcu
Now
now.
here's the through ball.
Got the cross on there. Galabinov not being informal with his movement's going to be a little bit
Coming up to
off
half-time,
in these
leading, and
situations.
things are looking pretty good. Castro. And it's Schürrle. Out towards the
Trying
flank.
packs here, but not quite doing it.
Has gone out.
Pardon me, folks. Strange decision there
Well there, alert.
by Romulo. It's not like him.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example.
Sitting off here a wee bit.
Schürrle
Keeping the tactics as they are.
tries lifting it over.
In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off
Down
false
for
winger.
a goal kick.
That should solidify the shape. The back there. So hopefully no needless overlaps, and immediately you can see Fosu Mensah not moving forward.
Boylison.
Same with Boyerson, just staying back. So I feel like I've got a nice wee understanding with the 5-2-2-1. Certainly, when I'm using a stronger team, I feel like I get real fluidity. And it's a far more attack-minded formation than many would think.
I'm sure they'll be very happy with their first half performance.
Handy online.
They'll definitely want to maintain their momentum.
So we look at game plan here because it's going well. Stamina not sapping away at anyone in particular. The wonder is here, should I bring on a real threat going forward in Carrasco? I think I will. This will be second match. He scored in his debut, header. And that would mean really remaining 2 subs from Fernandes and De Chilio, which wouldn't be a huge issue. If need be, I can just stick somebody on. Even put Rojas up front as a support striker, that would be interesting. Torres as a support striker. I think that's one for them to do something else other than too experimental. So Makino, good to see him back in the squad actually.
It's Carrasco.
Carrasco immediately having an impact there as Fosu Mensah overlaps, maybe overruns, no. He will pick Carrasco again, he will pick Galabinov, oh, and has he got the corner here?
He's just received an A+ grade.
Fosu Mensah
came off for him. Yeah, he's been at the centre of a lot of things, hasn't he?
Finds Galabinov.
I should add.
Bucky again satisfied with his efforts.
Checks on the touchline.
A goal kick. Now that really was a corner. That looked a corner.
Batshuayi.
Weird, look how centrally Rojas is sitting.
Boyerson.
It's because of that wing back construction, I'm thinking. I'll take that though. Oh!
Ball's loose, who's getting there?
I'll not take this is unacceptable. Scrappy. Needlessly playing myself into bother here. Can one of them just please get it away? That'll do.
Play for a goal kick.
Ugh. Galabinov winning his header again. That'll do. So can Diaguito do it again?
On a real charge here. A chance. Played it early. Looking to shoot.
Whoa!
Attempts, just the wrong outcome.
I play for those. I do. See when you get a target man, just a wee dink in. If you get a good knockdown. And tell you what, was that Carrasco not far away from another second goal in 2 games. I love a good target man in a PES game. Never really used one in 2017. I used a guy called Maxi Oliveira. I think 19-year-old signed from Rosario Central, I believe. He just became like the best striker in Europe for me. And I love that stuff about PES, I really do.
This isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it
and
hope for a break.
Oh, Dortmund are not finished. And it's not who you want. Oh, good save by Trapp.
With his head, but couldn't steer it in.
Oh, no, that was a chance. What a chance.
Pass here. Diaguito. Tidy. Galabinov.
It's the sort of defending that is going to upset the opposition. It already has, actually.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to
Diaguito nearly going for the strike. Sorry, for the through ball there. Almost found Carrasco, I believe that was, making the run.
Top crack. Carrasco, great challenge.
Wasn't Carrasco at all, actually.
Royce.
Tell a lie.
It's Batshuayi.
Get these on the other wing.
Lucas Piszczek.
Piszczek will come forward.
Batshuayi.
Batshuayi will get the pick here. Great defending. Oh, a little bit last ditch, but it just feels a little bit less hectic than what it was with the 4-4-2 in that situation.
Castro plays it forward.
It's early days yet, and Batshuayi gets a shot off there.
Real class.
So they're coming at me.
A
Sense of urgency creeping in. And with that, do we make a change? I think we do.
Look as though they're about to make a change.
At a corner as well,
Well, you
eh?
have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
I'll leave myself huge options here. Wait a minute. So Nedelcu will come off, DeShilio comes on. I mean, that is a bulky looking centre midfield now. So tactical change here. A bit of a risky one.
It's been levered clear.
Because Diaguito is not a target man
Chooses to go back.
ever in his life. But he has got that dribbling skill that sees guys tend to stand off him. And he keeps going here.
He's covered quite a distance.
And that was all just a little bit
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double
rubbish
their
in the end,
advantage.
it has to be said. Boyleston, who has been in good form today. He has played to his
Boyleston
form.
gets his foot in there. Defender's on the back foot. Tries a through ball.
That'll do by Diaguito.
Borussia Dortmund chosen to bring on the last of their substitutes.
Let's see if it's Diaguito, maybe Diaguita. I don't think it is.
It's come loose.
That stupid stats
There's a
display.
real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
What was that?
They've got it back as soon as they gave it away.
Carrasco.
Well, the pressure is
Simply
relentless. It's a
Carrasco.
very, very high press.
Yeah, because it's all about winning the ball back at
Picks
the earliest
out
opportunity, a
Rojas.
trigger by one player for the
Who
others to
could
follow.
maybe pick out
It's
Romulo
up.
here? Oh, he's got it all wrong.
Oh, just needed a better contact.
Borussia Dortmund can defend those situations better by stopping the crosser at source.
I'll tell you what, he's not been too bad for somebody who's running on empty and has not got the physical presence. Just operating as a support striker up there himself at the moment. So into the last 5 minutes here.
Get it forward quickly.
Time is ticking away, and they're playing as if they're defending a lead. They've got to get it up the pitch. Borussia Dortmund have a simple task
Fernandes.
to find something sustained now and keep the
I think
pressure
that's
on.
what Fernandes tries, one of his patented
Just a
curveballs.
few more moments for them to hang on. Borussia Dortmund to get it into the box and quickly. Time added on will be 2
Oh, Diaguito.
minutes.
I'm too busy looking at passing options here. It's not quite sticking with Diaguito in his final stages, maybe when you would want a target man. But I made this choice. And it's all over. A little bit scrappy in that second half, however, that Galabinov goal from the corner from none other than Diego Rojas
Yeah, clean sheets and hard
sees
grind will
me
help you go places,
take the
and they
title.
have a resolve that'll envy many.
That 5 at the back, it was ugly. I'm putting a lot of that down to personnel and team spirit at the moment.
That's it from us
But
tonight. A very good evening
the
to
result
one and all.
was gained, and it was actually quite comfortable, if I'm being honest. They had their moments, but I did feel comfortable. Now we look back in some of the action here. Burkey was good for them, as he is for me. And there's that goal. Galabinov. There we go again. There we go. Galabinov. There was actually some decent efforts elsewhere in this game. I think there was one. Was it this one? The Galabinov header. There was a Carrasco one. I think it was Carrasco. It was a cracking little build-up. Yep, it's this one. So out it goes here. Romulo, Galabinov knocked down, and oh, he almost gets it right there, Carrasco. And they weren't done yet. This is where I felt like it might have been their moment. And Dahoud had just blown the header. And that's the thing, he's a centre midfielder, and I think he's more a playmakery type centre midfielder. So a header like that might not be one that he would tuck away in the way that a Batshuayi, or even just a proper right out goal poacher striker doesn't even have any physical presence. Trapp doing well. And they went a little bit more direct. Trapp up to the task there again and keeping out Batshuayi, who is a good player in this. And I dare say he'll get better now that he's in a partnership club. And then the 86th minute we had a strange Romulo header. Yeah, he's got that all wrong. And I think it was the physical attention he was getting there. So 1-0, and satisfactory with regards to the result, and you know how, I don't know if comfortable is the word, but I just felt a little bit more less porous at the back, shall we say, than what I did with the 4-4-2. So this should be interesting, looking ahead to some VCOM matches against top player medium, top player stronger later on. And I'm going up another level, that'll do nicely. I'll get a scout acquisition as well. Well, I've got a scout as a result of the victory. What will I've got? 2362, I'll take that. Chilean league players. A wee 1,000 top up on that will take us to, and Gary Tano's only 1,500 GP per renewal, so I've got to be happy with that. If I stick with this, it's probably the best thing to do then, really. If I'm just trying to keep costs down, just stick with Gary Tano for a while. So Big Timothy gets a contract renewal. We're sitting in 9342 GP. I'll probably end the stream here just now and come back. I'm going to maybe do some offline stuff again, but probably another run at that Challenge Cup, just to kind of get some easy GP worked up. And then ideally I'd like to come on and do a stream this evening in which I've got just enough to always kind of maybe go in and out and do a couple of spins, see if we get any luck, try to get well, honestly, try to get Lothar Matthäus. I can, getting Oliver Kahn would be nice and all, but I'd really like Matthäus because I've been quite lucky with legend acquisitions so far. Reasonably lucky. I've had a good hit rate. So I mean, looking at the legends I've got Romario, I've got Maradona came with the game obviously, Riedler, Maldini, Hullet, who else have I got? I've got another one. McManaman. Ricken. So, in that regard, a centre midfielder, I'd have a spine of a team. Easy. And I hope they do that. I hope come nearer the World Cup. The fact is, a lot of these legends, club legends, are interchangeable with being World Cup legends, you could say, in some regards. Certainly international, just outright legends. Certainly Maldini, Hullet, Maradona, Zico. I can't wait until Socrates comes into this game. I just hope, I do ultimately hope that at some point in this game's life cycle, agents are going to, these legends are going to be reasonably easy to clear up. So that way, the last 2 months or so, people are still playing my club in the wait for PES 2019. Alright, you might be a lot of legend face-offs and stuff, but I mean, it's just fun, innit? A lot of these games is just meant to be about having fun, so why the fuck not? I honestly, it boggles the mind how people can have such an objection to legends, how there's such a misunderstanding as to why they're in the game. What is absolutely, with regards to people's issues and objections to legends, with them being in my club only, I totally get that. There's no doubt about it. They should be accessible offline via some mode or something, and like you land the legend, and it's like, just to let you know, you've got the legend in offline mode. You can stick him wherever you want. They can have him in Master League. He's not a my club acquisition though. Something like that, or even if it's that late in the day, just say to these, right, actually you have got the legend. By the way, you can use him in my club if you want. And alright, that's somebody who's maybe got no interest in my club, but then 2 months before the new game comes out, they just have a wee dabble in my club and go, well, this is actually a wee bit of fun. So, I notice I've just got another viewer there. Wow, astonishing 5. But thanks to those who have tuned in. We are going to come back, and we are going to have a little bit of fun VCOM, and then I think what I might do is set up this formation, maybe go online and allow Rojas to have a bit of joy online. As if that's going to happen, but we will see. But I am going to go just now. I'm going to get a bite to eat and stuff, but I will be back, and the fun will continue with Development Squad. But in the meantime, see you later.